Is this the best deal in Las Vegas today? Again.
I love it.
So we've really been like deal hunting, trying to get the best deals downtown Vegas, and Lisa has stumbled across a plethora of hotel deals at the Downtown Grand. So we've got 3 different bookings, but we're in the same room. And luckily we've been upgraded to a suite, I believe. So have a quick look around. There's Lisa tired from all the various bookings she's been doing. A nice little therapist couch where I can talk about all my woes later. A little coffee machine. Annoyingly, no fridge, but you know, what are you gonna do? Ice, free water. Proper shower, not a shower over a bath like at the Plaza. So far, the room's winning. I love it, it's really nice.
Great customer service as well.
Oh yeah, guy that, can't remember his name.
Wesley,
absolute legend. We owe him a tip actually, but you know, never mind. But yeah, we've got loads of free play, loads of other stuff. So, but we'll fill you in on that as we go, because we should probably go and cash in that free play. Yeah, so as I said, there is an absolute stack of deals available downtown at the moment, but specifically at the Downtown Grand, these are the deals that we took advantage of. So we had to do the bookings in a bit of a weird way because we were there 4 nights, some weekends, some not. Because we wanted to do the summer weekend package, we did that across the weekend. So we got 2 nights for $250, no resort fee in any of this, it's an all-in price. We got $100 and food and beverage credits across the 2 days and 4 drinks vouchers. Now, if you're really nice to the friendly staff at reception, you might manage to get 4 drinks vouchers each. And then because we were also there either side of the weekend and the summer package can only be booked at 2-night minimums, we did the Gamblers Retreat twice for 2 individual nights. So as part of the Gamblers Retreat, it varies day to day, so you'll have to have a look at what the price is. Again, no resort fees, just the room and all these free bonuses, which was $25 per day in dining credits and then $40 per day in free slot play. So yeah, we did quite well out of it across the 4 days. Obviously got $150 in F&B credits, which is really nice. You can use them at Triple George Grill, you can use them at the pool, you can use them at the bar in the casino. So yeah, that's great. The fact you can use it at the pool is a real bonus, because we'll show you the pool later. It was absolutely cracking. But if you have heard of the Downtown Grand before, I'm sure you've heard of the $3 hot dog and PBR deal. Exactly what it says on the tin. You're only allowed 2 per person at any one go though. But you know, perfect for an afternoon snack. And at $3 has to be the best cheap eat downtown. Yeah, it's a good hot dog. It's a PBR. What's not to love? Even Lisa, who will not normally drink beer, was getting involved. She came down, had them on a couple of occasions, and as you can see from the smile on that face, clearly enjoys the hot dog. And I think the term she used for the beer was inoffensive, which I think that sums up a PBR pretty well. So obviously we'll cover off all the on-property food that you can use your food and beverage credits on during this video. But there is one option we had to try on top of that. So Pizza Rock is right across the front door from the Downtown Grand, and we've heard from all the Vegas locals that this is the best pizza spot in town. So we had to come and give it a go. So I'll pass you over to Lisa and Paul, who've had a few PBRs and hot dogs prior to this, and get some drunken pizza reviews. But we've heard so much about Pizza Rock. We did our pizza tour in New York, and we thought, you know, everyone says this is just as good as a New York slice. So I've got these colossal slices.
Pepperoni and sausage. I think it was like $7 a slice, $7.75, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Compared to the Plaza, that is so good.
Where's it on the New York scale though?
I'd give that an 8.5 out of 10. So far so good.
That's a solid ranking.
And as someone who's had pizza for the last 3 days, I literally said to Paul in the shop, I was like, right, no more pizza after this, but I might change my mind.
Alright, I've gone for this massive slice of picante. I need to hopefully not make a huge mess of the bed in doing so. I'd say that's a good slice. That's nice. It's not, if you put in like, I think Joe's, if you put that as the pinnacle of New York pizza, it doesn't have the marinara base that I want from a proper New York slice. It's got the crispiness, it's nice underneath, good undercarriage, but you know, the marinara, not quite there, but yeah, solid 7 out of 10 slice. Would eat again.
I love it.
Right, so back into day 2. Obviously we tried Pizza Rock last night, but can't use your food and beverage credit there. But where you can use it and where you can get a great deal is the Triple George Grill. If you go there sort of evenings and weekends, it's quite pricey and you'll struggle to get much for your F&B credits. However, they have a great lunchtime deal. Also, the receptionist might give you a little 25% off voucher if you're lucky, which can be used alongside your F&B credits. So lunchtime deal or happy hour, you can get an absolute steal here. And I'll pass you over to these guys and they can show you what you had.
Happy Friday!
It's lovely and crisp. Bit cliche these days though. You know, just go for a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc wherever you go.
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong.
So, yeah, do this and then choose which steak order I want to go. So I was umming and ahhing, I couldn't decide, and I made the snap decision to go for the New York strip sandwich, upgraded some truffle fries, which absolutely delicious as always. Lisa has gone for
Crispy honey chicken with sweet potato fries, which I'm just about to send back because they're cold. Really good. Really sweet, but crispy. Just not over sweet. Would be great with some hot fries.
well, hopefully they turn up. So
hot fries.
yeah, I was underwhelmed with the first bite of the sandwich, but I think I just didn't get it all properly. So that steak is delicious. The chimichurri and the garlic aioli, fantastic. Truffle fries. Didn't have to send mine back, which is a big bonus. Can't fault it at the moment, really nice.
They came out in literally like 90 seconds and they're hot and fresh. I think I just got a duff batch.
Right, anyway, time to finish up. So after that lovely meal, we headed over to downtown Grand for some gambling. We fired up some free play. We both managed to win on our roulette spin, so won a nice little $50 that pretty much pays for half a night there, which is grand. Both won a little bit on our slot play, maybe $20 or $30 each. So again, we pretty much paid for one of our nights in all the free play. Now we can't guarantee that, but it is risk-free and you might get lucky like we did. However, the other thing to note is Downtown Grand is famous for being the only place on Fremont or near Fremont that offers $1 blackjack. Now there is a $1 blackjack table that runs from 11 o'clock every single day. I tried to get a seat at this table. I started as early as 10:30 and even by that point there were 6 people waiting, hovering over chairs waiting for a dealer to turn up. And at no point when I looked or walked past the table throughout the day did I manage to get an empty seat. There are people waiting to dive in. Now it does mean it is possible to go and play $1 blackjack, but you're going to have to work hard and hold your seat all day if you get there. However, on top of that, there is $5 blackjack and $10 blackjack and $10 crap. So there is plenty of low stakes gambling that we managed to do at Downtown Grand. Unfortunately, couldn't film on the casino floor to show you it all. But what we could get a little clip of was our time at the pool. Banging pool at Downtown Grand. You can use your food and beverage credits at the bar here. They serve food. We didn't try it, but it looked really, really nice. We got a couple of crates of seltzers. I think it was like $37 for 5 in a bucket, so that was ideal. Smashed off a couple of those to use up the rest of our remaining credit. So, you know, if you just want to eat PBRs and drink at the pool, you can do it on all your F&B credits. And if you really want to splash out, you could even try and get a cabana, because I believe they were only about $200 for the day and no minimum spend. So yeah, all the deals keep stacking up here at the Downtown Grand. So as well as a $3 hot dog and PBR, you can also get a $3 taco and PBR. This taco's quite nice, it's all right. It's not going to be the best taco you can get downtown. Probably not the best hot dog you can get downtown. But how many of them are served with a beer? How many of them are for $3? These two combined, that's it. One of each. Best way to do it is probably the best deal you'll find downtown Vegas for any form of food. Highly recommend it. Great way to pass the time. But the big question is this the best deal in Las Vegas today? So let's start with the rooms. If you compare it to the room we stayed in the Plaza in our last video, this is considerably better. It's newer, it's modern. I believe the whole tower that we stayed in is absolutely like this. You know, they're not the biggest rooms in the world, but they are big enough. The bed was lovely, had a sofa, no stupid shower over a bath. Absolutely fantastic in my book. Could be improved with a mini fridge, which I believe are in some of the suites. We just didn't get one. But, you know, for the price, gotta be the best room downtown. And then that's the key. This is downtown. It's not bang on Fremont, which is important. So the noise you get from casinos on Fremont can be quite loud because it is party, party, party all night long. So being able to stay here, and we got managed to stay on the other side of the tower from Fremont, it was much quieter tonight. At night, we had no issues sleeping. It was an absolute dream. Would highly recommend it for that purpose. Right, next, gambling options. So Downtown Grand absolutely markets itself as the affordable place to gamble in both Vegas and downtown. So yes, they've got dollar blackjack, but as I mentioned earlier in the video, impossible to get a seat at that table. Now obviously other people managed it, but once people are there, they're not leaving, and they're going to be waiting early in the morning to get those seats. So if you want them, I'd be up and on the floor at 10 a.m, get your coffee in hand and just wait it out. But if you don't make the $1 tables, there is $5. You're not going to get $5 blackjack at many other casinos. And then, you know, they've got $10 playing 3 to 2 as well. So it is a great place for low stakes gambling. And if you like the real fun spot in the casino, it's $10 craps as well. What is not to love is absolutely the spot for affordable gambling. Right, it all sounds great so far, doesn't it? But there is a few downsides. So I think we've all seen the rumours online. The Downtown Grand is probably up for sale, which is why some of these deals are happening. They're trying to make a quick buck before they get out. But that does mean there's a few things that aren't being worked perfectly. So there's a couple of on-site restaurants that are no longer there. They'll be mentioned in the promotions, but we didn't see them open at any time during your stay. So you will struggle to do that. You'll only be able to go to the places we mentioned. And then on top of that, because it's a little bit off Fremont, it is quieter during the day, excluding the $1 blackjack tables. So that means if you're there sort of lunchtime to early afternoon, you will struggle to find a cocktail waitress doing anything. As it gets later in the evening, there's plenty and they're quick, and you tip them well and they will come back to you. But if you're trying to get a drink that doesn't come with a hot dog, sort of in the lunchtime rush, you ain't getting anything. But despite a few setbacks, I think what is important about the Downtown Grand is they promise a cheap, affordable, but pleasurable gaming, drinking, partying, Vegas experience. And they absolutely deliver on that. Look, if we start at the pool, like I mentioned, drinks are very affordable. They are certainly not price gouging you like you do down at the Strip, where you can't spend a day at the pool without spending less than $1,000. Like I said, our buckets of seltzers were super affordable, same price as you'd pay in any pub really, which is ideal. And then like I say, cabanas don't even have a minimum spend. Yes, they've got a fee on them to rent, but once you've rented them, you don't have to rack up hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in bar spend, which is an absolute dream because they look lovely. They had TVs. I think, get 5 or 6 of your mates together, you can have an absolute whale of a time in a cabana at Downtown Grand. And then maybe, if you time it right, play some dollar blackjack, but who knows. But then you got the rooms. The rooms were lovely. I don't think you'll see anything else in Vegas at that price point. They're close to $100 a night with all these offers, no resort fee. Yeah, and they're sweet level. They're amazing. And then, $150 a night of the weekend. It is an absolute steal, especially when you factor in all of these. Is it the best deal in Vegas? This guy thinks it is.